Hello friends, welcome to Fairs Cloud Learn to Lead. Good morning to all the students. As you know, we already started the September month topic wise current affair, and today topic of discussion is defense related current affairs of the month of September 2022. This topic is very important for every type of exam, especially the banking and SSC exam. So let's start and watch carefully and watch till the end. But first of all, you have to download our application Careers Cloud from the Google Play Store. After that, log in with your email ID. Then click on this Crack Current Affairs section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low. But the most important thing, what we are covering under this 1 year and the 2 year subscription, we are providing you daily section. In the daily section, you will receive 3 things. One is the detailed current affair. Second is the question and answer format of current affairs, but both will be provided in the form of PDF or in the form of ebook. And third is the quiz section, and this can be attempted only on our application on daily basis. Next is the weekly section. Again, we are providing 3 things. One is the detailed current affairs, second is the question and answer format, but both things will be provided in the PDF format, and third is the quiz section, which you can attempt on our application on weekly basis. Next is the monthly section, and in the monthly section we are providing you 4 type of PDFs. One is the detailed current affair PDF, which is known as study PDF. Next, all the detailed current affairs will be converted in the form of question and answer. That's why it is known as question and answer PDF, so that you can revise all the current affairs in the question and answer format. Next is the best 100 current affairs will be provided. That is also provided in the form of question and answer. And last is the pocket PDF. It means 1-liner, 2-liner or the 3-liners current affair will be provided to you, so that you can revise these current affairs very quickly before your exam. Next is topic wise current affair. This is very important section because we are providing 20 most important topic wise PDF. If you want to revise 1 or 2 particular topics, then you can use this topic wise PDF. If you are a banking student, then we are providing 3 things. One is detail, second is question and answer format of current affairs, but only related to banking and economy, and third is the quiz section. It is also only related to banking and economy, and you can attempt this quiz section only on our application on monthly basis. Next is exam PDF. If you want to cover all the current affairs before your exam of particular year, then you can use this exam PDF. Next is special current affairs section. In the special current affair, we are providing you budget and economic survey. 2 things we are providing. One is detail, budget and economic survey. Second is question and answer format of budget and economic survey. It means you can recall that examiner can make these type of questions from budget and economic survey. If you are preparing for your respective state exam, then we are also providing state current affairs, and we are covering every state and union territory. So all these things comes under only one subscription. First of all, you have to just download our application Careers Cloud, then click on this Crack Current Affairs section, and you can subscribe for 1 year as well as for 2 years. And if you want 10% extra discount, then you can use this code ASH10. If you have any query, then you can email us on this email ID, or you can call us on this number. So let's start the September month topic wise current affair, and here is the first question related to the defense, because today topic of discussion is defense related current affairs of September 2022. Here is the first question. In August 2022, the Indian Army joined elite club to possess advanced quantum communication technology. The technology was developed by the Dash-based startup QNU Labs and under the aegis of IDEX DRDO. This IDEX stands for Innovation for Defense Excellence, which comes under the Defense Research and Development Organization. And this startup is based in Bengaluru, Karnataka. So answer of this question is 4. So Indian Army is said to possess advanced quantum communication technology, thereby joining an elite list of the nations with indigenously quantum technology that will equip troops with a high-end secure defense system. And the technology has been developed by Bengaluru, Karnataka based startup known as QNU Labs and under the aegis of the Innovation for Defense Excellence, a defense innovation organization. Even the China, the United States of America, Canada and other European countries are the global leaders in the quantum communication technology system, and the Defense Research Development Organization has made some breakthrough. Moving to next question. The Indian Army contingent participated in the exercise Vostok 2022 that was conducted in Dash area in the September 2022. So here is the keyword. This is exercise Vostok 2022, and the Indian Army contingent made up personnel from the 7 and 8 Gorkha Rifles, and it is participating in the multinational strategic and command exercise Vostok 2022, also known as East 2022, which is taking place from September 1st to 7th of September 2022 at the training grounds of Russia's Eastern Military District. So answer of this question is second. The main aim of this exercise is like interaction and cooperation between the other participating military contingents and observers. And the military exercise involved troops from Russia, China, India, Laos, Mongolia, Syria and other ex-Soviet countries like Tajikistan, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan and so many countries participated under this exercise. Remember, this is exercise Vostok 2022. This is a multinational exercise by the name Vostok. You can guess that this was conducted in Russia. Moving to next question. Which country's military recently launched an unarmed LGM-30G Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile ICBM missile, and this country is United States of America. So answer of this question is second. So the Air Force Global Strike Command Airmen, which is a major command of the United States Air Force, launched an unarmed LGM-30G Minuteman III, which is an intercontinental ballistic missile equipped with a 3-test re-entry vehicle armed with nuclear warhead from the California. And this is the second test by the United States of America in less than a month after a launch of Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile in August 2022, which was postponed twice. And the Minuteman III has been in service for 50 years and is currently the only land-based intercontinental ballistic missile in the United States nuclear arsenal, which is housed in North Dakota and Montana in United States of America. Just remember the keyword here, LGM-30G Minuteman III belongs to United States of America. Moving to next question. In September 2022, the Kharga or the Kharga Corps of the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force conducted a joint exercise. Name of this joint exercise is Gagan Strike, and it was conducted in which area? It was conducted in the area of Punjab. So answer of this question is 4. So this joint exercise was led by Lieutenant General Prateek Sharma, who is the General Officer commanding of the Kharga Corps, and took place over 4 days in various places of Punjab bordering Ambala in Haryana. It established the Apache 64E and the Advanced Light Helicopter Weapon System integrated as capable weapon delivery platform. So remember, the Kharga or the Kharga Corps of the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force conducted a joint exercise. Name of this exercise is Gagan Strike, and it was conducted in Punjab to demonstrate the strength of the armed forces. Moving to next question. Name the 5th Nilgiri class stealth frigate of the Indian Navy, Project 17A, that was recently launched by the Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And name of this 5th Nilgiri class stealth frigate is Taragiri. So answer of this question is 3. And it is named after a hill range which is situated in Himalayas, and exactly it is located in the area of Uttarakhand. In Uttarakhand, the perfect area is Garhwal area. And Taragiri is the 3rd frigate built by the Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited and 5th ship in the class overall. It is designed by the Indian Navy in-house design organization, Directorate of the Naval Design in New Delhi. While it is a detailed design and construction was overseen by the Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited along with the warship overseeing team. So remember, in September, the 5th Nilgiri class stealth frigate of the Indian Navy, Project 17A, namely Taragiri, it is also named as YD12653, was launched in Mumbai, Maharashtra by Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. Moving to next question. In September 2022, the Dash edition of the Japan-India maritime exercise known as JIMX 2022 commenced in Bay of Bengal. And this is the 6th edition of the JIMX exercise. JIMX stands for Japan-India Maritime Exercise. So answer of this question is 1. So JIMX 2022 marks the 10th anniversary of JIMX, which began in Japan in 2012 and also coincides with the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations between India and Japan. And Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, ships, helicopter carrier and guided missile destroyer were presented by the Japanese Navy. And the Indian Navy was presented by 3 indigenously designed and built warship like INS Sahyadri, multi-purpose stealth frigate and anti-submarine warfare known as INS Kadmat and INS Kavarati. So these 3 ships or frigate participated from the Indian side. So remember, this is the 6th edition of the JIMX 2022, which is a Japan-India maritime exercise which was hosted by Indian Navy, and it commenced in the area of Bay of Bengal. Moving to next question. Name the company that recently signed an agreement with the Technology Development Board to support manufacturing of indigenous components critical to Sukhoi 30 Mk1 aircraft and 1500 horsepower battle tank engine. And this company is Ghaziabad Precision Products Private Limited. So answer of this question is 4. So the Technology Development Board is statutory body under the Department of Science and Technology, has entered into an agreement with the Ghaziabad Precision Product Private Limited, which is situated in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh, to support manufacturing of indigenous components critical to Sukhoi 30 Mk1 aircraft and 1500 horsepower battle tank engine. So this agreement emphasizes on development through critical machining and inspection process of the accessory components of the Sukhoi aircraft and also valve train components of the 1500 horsepower battle tank engine and also the valve train components of the regular Bharat Earth Movers Limited engines. So this is Ghaziabad Precision Product Private Limited. Just remember the question as same as in slide. Moving to next question. Identify the Indian naval ship that was recently participated in the joint maritime exercise with the Nigerian Navy patrol ships in the Gulf of Guinea. And name of this Indian naval ship is INS Tarkash. Second is the answer. So INS Tarkash took part in the joint military exercise with the Nigerian Navy patrol ships, which is currently mission deployed in the Gulf of Guinea for anti-piracy operations and also to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And INS Tarkash arrived at Port Lagos in the Nigeria on 8th of September 2022. During the exercise, Nigeria was represented by NNS Kuno, Sokoto and Naguru. You don't have to remember the names of the Nigerian ships. And the exercise marked India and Nigeria's first joint operational deployment focusing on the anti-piracy operations, especially in the Gulf of Guinea. And INS Tarkash is the second Talwar class frigate constructed for Indian Navy at the Yantar shipyard in the Russia. She is also a part of the second batch of the Talwar class frigate ordered by the Indian Navy. Just remember this is INS Tarkash. Moving to next question. Name the exercise that was recently reviewed by General Manoj Pandey, who is the Chief of Army Staff in the Ladakh. And name of this exercise is Exercise Parvat Prahar. So 4 is the answer. So General Manoj Pandey, who is the Chief of Army Staff, reviewed a exercise named as Parvat Prahar on his 2-day visit to the Ladakh area. And Chief of Army Staff was briefed on operational preparedness by commanders on the ground. And the exercise took place amid the disengagement process of India and China patrolling point, which is known as PP-15 point, in the Gogra hot spring area of the line of actual control on LAC in the eastern Ladakh. And Parvat Prahar was held in the Ladakh plateau at the altitude of 14,000 feet by the Mathura based One Strike Corps of the Indian Army. Remember the name of the exercise, Exercise Parvat Prahar. Moving to next question. Name the Indian naval ship that was recently participated in the multinational naval exercise named as Kakadu 2022, which was hosted in Australia along with Poseidon A-type maritime patrol aircraft. So in September 2022, Indian naval ship Satpura, answer of this question is second, and Poseidon A-type maritime patrol aircraft of Indian Navy reached the area of Darwin in Australia to participate in the multinational exercise Kakadu 2022. It was 2-week-long exercise and it was conducted in the area of Darwin and the Northern Australian exercise area from 12th to 24th of September 2022. The theme of this exercise was partnership, leadership and friendship. And there are so many countries who participated, like 25 countries participated under this exercise. From 25 countries, 19 vessels, 34 aircrafts and almost 3,000 personnel participated under this exercise. And this exercise was initiated in the year of 1993. It is a joint enabled biennial exercise hosted by the Royal Australian Navy, supported by the Royal Australian Air Force, and this Kakadu 2022 marks the 15th edition of this biennial exercise. Moving to next question. Which country's Coast Guard recently participated in a joint exercise named as Abhyas 01 2022 along with the Indian Coast Guard in Chennai Coast, Tamil Nadu? And this Coast Guard is USA or United States Coast Guard. So it should be noted that US Coast Guard cutter Midget name is Midget, took part in the exercise, who was on a 4-day goodwill visit for at sea and in port pro exchanges with the Indian Coast Guard. And this is 418 feet long and 54 feet wide. Midget is the largest and the most tech advanced US Coast Guard newest class of vessel, and it is equipped with unmanned aerial system, Scan Eagle drone, MH-65 helicopter and other state-of-art equipment. So very important question, a joint exercise Abhyas 01 2022 between Indian Coast Guard and United States Coast Guard was held off Chennai coast in the Tamil Nadu area. Moving to next question. Name the Indian Coast Guard ship that was recently inducted by the Indian Coast Guard in Kochi, Kerala. Again, question is related to Indian Coast Guard and name of this Indian Coast Guard ship is Samarth. So answer of this question is 4. So Indian Coast Guard has inducted ICGS Samarth to strengthen the coastal security mechanism, and the ship has been based at Kochi, Kerala from Goa under the operational command of Coast Guard District Headquarters 4 like Kerala and Mahe in Kochi. And this Samarth is a 105-meter long ship that is designed with a maximum speed of 23 knots, approximately like 43 km per hour. And it is equipped with an integrated bridge management system, integrated platform management system, which is known as IPMS, and power management system and high power external firefighting system. So remember, this is ICGS Samarth. Moving to next question. In September 2022, Nistar and Nipun, two diving sport vessels of the Indian Navy, were launched in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Very important thing under this question, the name of the two diving sport vessels. Name is Nistar and Nipun. These two diving sport vessels are first of its kind ships indigenously designed and are being built by which organization? This is Hindustan Shipyard Limited. So answer of this question is 4. So the vessels were designed with 118.4 meters length, 22.8 meters breadth, with a displacement of almost 9,300 tons that could be deployed for the deep sea diving operations. And these two diving sport vessels can undertake submarine rescue operations with its deep submergence rescue vehicle, and also capable of patrolling, conducting research and rescue operations, and carrying out helicopter operations at the high seas. So remember, the Indian Navy will receive two diving sport vessels named as Nistar, second is Nipun, a first of its kind indigenously built by Hindustan Shipyard Limited, which is situated in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Moving to next question. Which organization's integrated cryogenic engine manufacturing facility was recently inaugurated by President of India Draupadi Murmuji in Bengaluru, Karnataka? And name of this organization is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So second is the answer. So this ICMF or Integrated Cryogenic Engine Manufacturing Facility would serve the entire rocket engine production under the one roof for the Indian Space Research Organization, and it was inaugurated by President of India Draupadi Murmuji. And the facility is set up over an area of 4,500 square meter, houses over 70 high technological equipment and testing facilities for manufacturing cryogenic and semi-cryogenic engines of the Indian rocket. So President of India Draupadi Murmuji inaugurated the integrated cryogenic engine manufacturing facility set up by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Moving to next question. Identify the Indian naval ship that was recently participated in the capacity building exercise operation Southern Readiness conducted by Combined Maritime Forces in Seychelles, and name of this INS is Sunaina. So answer of this question is 4. So Indian naval ship Sunaina participated in the capacity building exercise named as Operation Southern Readiness conducted by Combined Maritime Forces at Seychelles from 24th of September to 27th of September 2022. And INS Sunaina is a second Saryu class naval offshore patrol vessel that was commissioned by Vice Admiral Satish Soniji, and the ship was designed and developed indigenously by Goa Shipyard Limited to meet the increasing ocean surveillance and patrolling requirements of the Indian Navy. And INS Sunaina was an automatic power management system installed by Larsen and Toubro. Moving to next question. Name the organization that recently conducted 2 flight tests of a very short range air defense system missile at a integrated test range Chandipur off the coast of Odisha. And name of this organization is DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization. So answer of this question is second. So DRDO has successfully conducted the 2 flight test of very short range air defense system, and this was tested from a ground-based portable launcher at an integrated test range Chandipur off the coast of Odisha. And this man-portable air defense system, which is also known as MANPAD, it means this man-portable air defense system will be used for neutralizing low-altitude aerial threats at short ranges. And it is designed and developed indigenously by Hyderabad-based Research Center Imarat, which is known as RCI, Research Center Imarat, of the DRDO in collaboration with the DRDO laboratories and Indian industry partners. Moving to next question. The navigation with Indian constellation, which is known as NAVIC, is an indigenously independent standalone navigation satellite system that was developed by which organization? And this NAVIC was developed by Indian Space Research Organization or ISRO. So answer of this question is 4. So navigation with Indian constellation, this is the abbreviation of NAVIC. It is an indigenously independent standalone navigation satellite system developed by ISRO and controlled by India. And the Indian government nudges the smartphone makers to enable the NAVIC navigation system in the new devices that are to be sold in India from 2023. And NAVIC was originally approved in the year of 2006 at a cost of $174 million and became operational in the year of 2018. And NAVIC consists of 8 satellites and covers the whole of India landmass and also up to 1500 km from its boundaries. Currently, NAVIC use in India is limited to public vehicle tracking for providing emergency warning alerts to deep sea fishermen with no terrestrial network connectivity and for tracking information related to the natural disasters. So just remember the keyword here is NAVIC, which means navigation with Indian constellation. So this is all for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please like this video, share this video and subscribe our channel. And you can join our all platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Telegram channel. And Telegram channel link is given in the description box. Thank you again for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you guys. Take care and bye-bye.